Rapid Gear works in a variety of different industries, but I always tell people we work in the heavy industries. That's mostly what we do. We do a little bit of military work, but most of our work is with steel industry, aggregate, mining, heavy marine, gearbox rebuilding, and typically larger gearboxes. Some of our customers work in the mining sector making original equipment, and they use us to make their gears for them in many cases.
So we are a job shop, first and foremost. And what the interesting is that you don't actually know what you're gonna see tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna see a gear made out of leather or if you're gonna see, a gearbox that weighs 30 tons. It really does excite me because you really don't know what's gonna happen when you pick up the phone and talk to a customer to be able to solve their problem.
We have so many pieces of equipment in here, jigs, tools, because of all these years of making gears and gear reducers, we built up a massive inventory of parts and equipment and the capabilities to almost make any gear that you can think of.
I would say some of the more interesting projects were a lot of the rack and pinion jobs that we've done for large infrastructure projects such as bridges, stuff that you're seeing that you're driving your cars across every day and these bridges are moving for ships to pass through. I think that's kind of the cooler and the bigger side of things.
Initially, when the business started up, it was a small company that was working out of a very small industrial space. A few employees, some basic equipment, and over the years, Julian invested in new equipment to the point where they expanded and grew. And then they built their own factory on this location, and about 20 plus years ago, they built another addition on this location, making it to what it is right now. Rapid Gear is a bit of a special company. We're unique because of the ability to reverse engineer. When a customer has a difficult part to make related to the gearing and power transmission industry, in some cases and in many cases, we're the only company that can do it within this geographic area.
So our big thing here is stepping in where the OEM can't. So if your OEM doesn't exist anymore, you can drop off some things at Rapid Gear, we'll take care of it, we'll reverse engineer it, give you a quote, and manufacture it new. And we can also supply those drawings to you so that you're never left out in the rain again. So no job is too hard at Rapid Gear. We're able to reverse engineer pretty much anything. We pride ourselves on our engineering excellence and our knowledge. And there really isn't any job that's too complicated. And if there is something that we've never seen before, we really do see it as more of a challenge. It's kind of fun to take a look at it and really see, how to make it, how to produce it, especially with stuff that was made, 60, 80 years ago. That technical knowledge just really isn't, on paper anymore. So you kind of have to figure it out.
Rapid Gear in the last 6 years has spent a lot of money on new equipment. So all of this new equipment adds to our capabilities.
So Rapid Gear has been heavily investing over the last 6 years in new modern equipment. We're taking the forefront step into 3D 5-axis gear milling. We're kind of cutting the edge on worm and bevel cutting here locally in our area and in this small production run size of work. Everything I've been taught has been passed down through the 20 years I've worked here. I've started off as an apprentice and worked my way up through the business. Passing on information is key to our success with our people.
Growing up, I always thought manufacturing was really cool. To be honest, I didn't know much about it before I started here. Rapid Gear was really instrumental in kind of helping me along the way with, teaching me everything that I now know and do every single day.
I believe we have 7 apprentices that we work through the CTMA programs so that we can replace talent or have talent to work on these new pieces of equipment that are all CNC controlled, that require the technology where the new students have that expertise with the computers and the programming abilities.
I think that they've done a terrific job at spreading me out around the shop and showing me all of the interesting things that go on inside a machine shop and what happens inside of one. I would absolutely recommend it for anybody just to come have a tour or to see what we do here every day.
It's definitely opened my eyes to how important the gearing industry is for every little minute thing in every company. Every facet of every trade has a gear in it somewhere that we can work on and we can do.
When I started here, I've been here for just over 8 years. I was excited to be part of a family-owned business because, yes, the financial side's important, but what's more important to the family is the people and the ability to service our customers. That's very, very key to what we do here at Rapid Gear.
This team is great. This is the best group of people I've definitely ever worked with. I think we're doing a lot in the community. We do a lot with the CTMAs, and I'm excited about the direction this company's headed as well.
I love working at Rapid Gear. It's a great environment to work in. You know, the people are fantastic. You know, everyone wants to make sure that we're able to produce the best part that we can, the best project that we can. Everyone steps in and does what they can do to make sure that we can deliver a quality product at the end of the day.